my thought on these guys in Wisconsin, like the Democrats are not showing up. You know, if it were me, if I were Governor Walker, I would definitely fire these guys because they're not showing up, and that's their job, and they're not doing it. So, what's your opinion on that?
Well, I think the governor should demand them to come back. If they don't, then have special elections in their districts to get new people in there. I think he's trying to do the right thing for his state. He's standing his ground, and I'm proud of him. That's my opinion.
Okay. Now, my next topic is about music. My opinion on music these days is that it seems like music today is very angry, and there seems like there's a lot of bands out there these days that are playing really angry music, and especially the rap that's going on. It's not good for the kids listening to it. Since you grew up in the, in my opinion, the best time of music, what do you think about today's society as far as music goes?
Well, that proves my point. I think schools should get back into really good music departments where the teachers teach the kids how to play the instruments, read the notes, get more funding for music education in this country. And as far as I'm concerned, the kids need to quit being sheep and following what everybody else does and follow their own soul with the music they like.
That's true. I agree with that. Now, it seems that like music these days, like it's like I said before, the rap stuff is really angry and about shootings and robberies and thugs and all this like gangsta stuff. And do you think that's good for kids to listen to these days?
Well, no, of course not. It's sending the wrong message. Kids at that age, in their early teens, they should be having fun. They should be outside playing. They should be hanging out with their friends. They should be looking forward to their future, not worrying about what some rapper says in his lyrics. I mean, don't take them seriously. It's not what your life could be.
And also, the thing that bothers me is that all this texting and video games is depriving kids from their childhood. And I mean, video games, in my opinion, like when I was a kid, I didn't mind playing video games. It was fun, but I didn't make it my whole life. And I know some people that play video games all the time, and they don't ever go out and do anything. They don't ever go out and have fun. Really, that I seem like a lot of them are overweight, obese. I'm not attacking anybody. I'm just saying that they should be out, doing what other kids should do. Riding bikes, going to mall shops, like it used to be. Playing sports, what kids used to do before video games came around. And it just seems like the obesity rate in this country is way more than it was 20 years ago because video games came around. And plus, texting, is ruining relationships between parents and kids because the kids sit all day text, and then the parents are always working, so they have to text their kids. Seems like they never sit down and just have a conversation to each other about stuff anymore. So I just want to know your opinion about that.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think families should sit down and have dinner together. Hey, what's wrong with that? Put the cell phones away and just communicate, talk to each other. I mean, I know there's a time and place for a cell phone and texting. I mean, emergencies, whatever. That's my opinion. But nothing wrong with sitting down around the dinner table and talking about how your day went. That's what makes families strong.
Now, my next guest, I'm going to bring back James again. When he was growing up, I knew him when he was in middle school to high school, and he played a lot of video games and stuff like that with my brother and stuff. So I understand what he thinks about the whole video games situation.
The video games did kind of dominate my life during high school. I was kind of consumed by them. When you start looking them up on the internet all the time, when you start talking and making jokes, and stories surrounding video games, and that becomes the gossip. That becomes the topic of the day after day after, and then it becomes the basis of the relationship. When you take the video games away, what are you left with? Awkward silence. Like Mike said before, you don't go outside, you don't play in the sun. You don't go out, see the city. You don't really talk about anything deep. It's always just on the surface. You know, every now and then that's fine. These things aren't inherently evil, but the problem lies in when we become consumed by them, and when they start to become a habit, and you lose sight of everything else. You lose sight of the things that are really important. It's about experiences and you know, kind of living together, things that we do that connect us. You know, video games connect us on a very, very thin string that can be cut easily. I'm going to be 80 years old. I'm going to lie on, you know, on my deathbed, and what am I going to think? Oh, I didn't play enough video games. No, my thought is probably going to be, oh, I wish I spent time with more of my family. I wish I had done something with my life, you know, instead of wasting it hours a day in front of a TV screen. You know, and every now and then you can play a game for fun. You know, even now, I still play every once in a while. But it's not something where I stop in the middle of the night and I wake up and I say, dang, I forgot to play a video game today. Oh man, my day is ruined. I don't want to live like that.
Thank you for that. Yeah, so pretty much my final thought of the day for me is, you know, go out and live your life, have fun, go out and get dirty, play sports. You don't sit in front of a TV for long hours of the day and just play nonsense video games that really don't matter anyway. And as far as Christianity goes, you can believe what you want to believe, but in my opinion, there is a God because it's just my faith, so I believe it, so that's what I think. As far as music goes, I mean, I'm not into the nowadays stuff because it's really angry and just very negative music, and I'm not into that thing. I'm into fun. I'm into the whole heavy metal thing, but I'm into like Metallica and, you know, those kind of bands. I'm not into the whole, like, you know, Godsmack and Linkin Park. You know, I mean, those guys are just very negative about what they say. I'm not really a big fan of that. Yeah, that's pretty much, that's show one. Leave your comments and tell me what you think. Alright, this is Mike Harvey signing off. Goodbye.